Hey there, this is Ryan on episode 11 of No Code No Problem. Today's episode is brought to you by Adello. Adello is a powerful no-code tool that you can use to build mobile and web apps in minutes. I featured Adello on episode 2 before they were a sponsor, and I would recommend that you check them out at Adello.com. The link will be in the description. Thank you, Adello. So for today's episode, I wanted to talk about the B2B or enterprise no-code software side of like the no-code space. So before this week, I haven't really given much thought into that exactly. I just kind of figured that if there was a business and they wanted to implement no-code tools, they would easily do so. But I guess I really never thought about like large corporations. I guess that wouldn't really exactly work for them. So, but I recently found out that there are a few no-code companies that focus on building enterprise software. So I dove into that rabbit hole, and the three prominent ones that I found so far via Crunchbase are Unqork, Unqork, and they've raised a shit ton of money. Drona HQ, which I will get to in a little bit, and then Zulu, which they've raised like 26 million as well. So they're all kind of large, but they're all focused on the enterprise side of things. So I began looking into Unqork, and thanks to Mo, by the way. But once on their site, you can only request a demo, and I wasn't about to do that. So I then stumbled to Drona HQ after the co-founder commented on one of my tweets. So I checked out their site, and I created an account to check out like what they had going on, and I'm pretty impressed, to say the least, with the no-code studio they built out. Two things in particular with them that stuck out to me were the geofencing and the signature controls that they had implemented, which is the first I've seen of either of those, and I've never seen either of those components implemented in a no-code web or mobile app builder before, so that was pretty cool. I think Drona, they focus on the mobile app. I do believe that they have web app available, but I know they focus on the mobile app side of things. And I hope to have some of these founders from either Drona, Unqork, or Zulu on the podcast in the near future to kind of talk about how they think no-code will change how companies use and develop software in-house. So, and then a quick side note, whenever I was looking at Unqork, I noticed they actually, what it looked like was that they have that, large corporations are using them. I think one that really stuck out to me was Goldman Sachs, so that was pretty cool. It's definitely interesting to see where no-code will take enterprise software and how that'll change in the near future. So I'm excited to talk to those guys about how they think it'll do so. So for my product highlight of the day, this is kind of a long one because it was pretty interesting to me, but it's a platform called THUNKABLE. It's backed by the Y Combinator. They enable anyone to build apps through their easy-to-use drag-and-drop platform with simple blocks to build out the back end of your app. So I spoke with Jimmy from THUNKABLE. He's a great guy, and he's working with an awesome team to create the best product for their users. Whenever I talked to him, I hadn't had the chance to really use their builder yet. But when getting started, they offer tutorials to help you get past the learning curve. And in terms of the blocks for the back end, it's pretty crazy how easy it is to understand everything. It's mapped out in simple logic, and the different blocks are color coded, which makes it even easier for you to keep track when you're building like complex functionalities within your app. And while searching through their components, they offer like your typical text options and your buttons and your, all the basic BS that's in every app builder. But they had a couple that really stuck out to me and that caught my eye. So I wanted to share them with you. So some of them were text-to-speech, translator, speech recognizer, barcode scanner, smart contracts, blockchain wallet, and along with that, they also have monetization components. So for you to implement ads in your app automatically. And then they had a few other things too that just kind of blew my mind. And I was like, holy shit, like this is awesome. And then with those, if you don't know what a component does, you can click on, so right next to the component, there's a little question mark for that component. All you do is click on it, and it will take you to another page, and it'll tell you what you can do with that component, and it shows you how to set up the entire thing and an example of how you can map out that functionality with the blocks. It gives you a screenshot of how they did so you can literally copy it right off them. So in terms of the block logic then. So my end rating is to definitely check these guys out. I'm really impressed with what I found, and I didn't expect them to be so impressive, really. So I'm excited with what they have in the works, and I'm excited to see what they are going to continue to build out. So shout out to Jimmy, and shout out to Thunkable. Thank you guys, and I look forward to seeing. Quick side note. Thunkable, with what they have it's called Thunkable Live App, and it serves as like Thunkable's test flight. So like Apple has test flight, Thunkable has an app called Thunkable Live, and it serves as your test flight to allow you to preview the app while you build it on your phone. So I thought that was pretty cool as well. So, but yeah, shout out to them. Thanks again for listening, and I'll see you next time on No Code, No Problem.